Hello, and welcome to your Spring 2022 Mid-Meeting Orientation. The EOPS program requires all students to complete a mid-meeting orientation each semester. This is a great way for you to receive updates about our program and for you to also review your student requirements for the EOPS program and services that we offer to all students in EOPS. In order for you to be eligible or remain eligible for spring, you must enroll and complete at least 12 BC units for spring 2022. If you are enrolled in less than 12 units for spring 2022, you will have the opportunity to explain this on the mid-meeting orientation quiz. All students are required to complete an EOPS spring mid-meeting orientation and a quiz that will follow after. You must complete 3 EOPS counseling contacts, and they must be 4 weeks apart. An example of how you can schedule your first, second, and third contact is shown down below. You can schedule your first contact between January and February. Your second contact can be scheduled between March and April, and your third contact can be scheduled between April and May. You also must submit a spring progress report via Starfish as well. Some of the EOPS services that we offer are educational counseling and advising. We help students develop their comprehensive student educational plan. We help students review their academic progress and monitor this as well. So if you need to complete a repeat petition form or academic renewal form, we can assist with this as well. EOPS offers book grants, and this is only offered to students if they are eligible for the book grant. Priority registration is also offered to all students, with the exception if you are on academic probation or completed 100 or more units. Scholarships and personal statements and recommendations are another service that EOPS offers. We can help customize any personal statements for any transfer applications or scholarships, and we can also provide recommendations as well. Caps and gowns are given to students who are graduating and are current and active EOPS students. EOPS additional contacts can be requested aside from your first, second, and third contacts. If you have a quick question, you need a recommendation for a scholarship or a general recommendation, you need help with graduation and or transfer information about you as a student, or simply need help with registration for additional classes or late start classes, we can help you request an additional contact to get assistance with this as well. You must complete your EOPS counseling contact. We do receive common questions regarding this. What happens if I drop my classes? You are still responsible for completing the counseling contacts if you received a book grant from EOPS and attend the first day of classes. If you have to drop your classes for whatever reason, we will review on a case-by-case basis. Another common question we receive is, what happens if I do not complete my contact? Failure to completing your contact can result in dismissal from the EOPS program, and you would not be able to reapply. Dropping classes can affect the following items. It can affect the number of times you can take a course at Bakersfield College. Keep in mind that you can only take a course at Bakersfield College, Porterville, or Saracosa Community College up to 3 times total. If you have to repeat a course a 4th time, you would have to repeat the course at another community college and transfer that over to Bakersfield College. It can also impact your financial aid eligibility, and in some cases you may have to repay some of that financial aid back. Also keep in mind your federal Pell Grant has a limit of up to 6 full financial aid years if you are eligible. And if you drop classes, it can also place you on academic probation, or it can disqualify you in some cases If you need to drop classes, please come see an EOPS counselor or advisor before you drop classes. When scheduling your EOPS counseling contacts or additional contacts, please make sure to write your appointment days and times. Remember, you are responsible for scheduling your appointments. Reminder calls are courtesy calls and can be done only if staff is available. Again, please write your appointment days and times and save your appointment links so you are prepared for any future appointments. Virtual appointments are conducted via Zoom. Please make sure you save the link to your virtual appointment. Please sign into your virtual appointment a few minutes before to ensure that your webcam and microphone are ready and working properly. Find an area that is appropriate for your online counseling session. Please wear appropriate clothing. Sign the contact sheet and/or any other required documents that your counselor has you complete. And remember to know your responsibilities and requirements for EOPS. Our EOPS program has a strict no-show policy. Please be on time to your scheduled appointments. If you are late 5 minutes, it will be counted as a no-show and you will be required to reschedule the appointment, regardless of the cause. No-shows occur if you missed your scheduled appointment without emailing or calling 4 hours in advance during regular business hours before your appointment. 3 no-shows will cause you to be placed on an EOPS program warning, and you will have to meet with a program manager before you are allowed to schedule another appointment. If you are ever on academic probation, there will be some requirements you need to complete. You will need to complete an online student success seminar before you are able to register for the following semester. The link to this is displayed on the screen. Your first EOPS counseling contact will be a 30-minute appointment in which you will cover your comprehensive student education plan and a success contract only if you are on academic probation 1 or 2. You will need to sign the success contract and follow any recommendations that your counselor provides. That could be tutoring, providing Starfish progress surveys, etc. EOPS progress surveys or progress reports. It is the student's responsibility to remind their professors to complete a progress survey for each of the student's classes via Starfish. Progress surveys can provide students with information about their classes, their grades, any instructor recommendations for tutoring, and instructor comments of their progress in the class. Students must remind, again, their professors to complete a progress survey via Starfish for each of their classes they are enrolled in. This must be done on the 4th, 8th, and 12th week of the semester. Your EOPS priority registration date to register for summer and/or fall 2022 classes is March 30th. We encourage and recommend students to log on to their Inside BC at least 2 weeks prior to the March 30th date to check your registration status. If within that 2-week time frame you do not see March 30th as your registration date, please contact our EOPS program to get further assistance. Please check your email for any EOPS pre-registration workshop sessions. We will be helping students to pick and choose their classes for summer and fall to help you get the appropriate schedule you wish to for your classes. Again, registration assistance will be provided on March 30th. More details will be announced at a later time. BC Momentum Points are aspects that can help a student complete an associate degree in 2 years. Enrolling and completing math and English during your first year of college can help you become more successful in future coursework. Completing 30 units per academic year for a total of 2 years can help you reach the minimum 60-unit degree applicable limit to complete an associate degree. You can do so by registering and enrolling and completing 15 units in both fall and spring for a total of 30 units, or 12 units fall and spring, and then 6 units in summer for a total of 30. Doing so in 2 years can help you reach that 60-degree minimum limit. Completing 9 units in your major during your first year can help you get a better understanding of your major and completing the coursework for that given major. The EOPS book grant. In order for you to be eligible for the EOPS book grant, you must be enrolled in 12 BC units at Bakersfield College. If you are taking less than 12 units, you will need to provide a reason, and you will get the opportunity to provide this in the mid-meeting orientation quiz. You must have unmet financial need on your financial aid award package. You must complete your EOPS required contacts, and they do have to be 2 to 4 weeks apart. You must be in good financial aid standing, meaning you cannot be on financial aid suspension. You must be meeting satisfactory academic progress, and you do need to submit any documentation that is requested by financial aid through your verification connection. You must also have your EOPS counseling contact scheduled or completed for this semester. Again, remember that the book grant is contingent upon funding and is on a first-come, first-served basis. A common question we get is, when will I receive my book grant? We must first verify your enrollment and ensure you are registered for spring 2022. Once we verify that you are enrolled in classes for spring 2022, we then have to verify you have scheduled or completed a counseling contact with the EOPS program. Once these 2 requirements are verified, your file will be sent to the Office of Financial Aid, and they will verify your financial aid eligibility for the book grant. If the Office of Financial Aid deems you eligible for a book grant will be dispersed to you. Disbursement dates are to be determined, and please make sure your preferred disbursement is set up on Bank Mobile. Another common question we get is, how much will I receive for my EOPS book grant? This depends on how many students are eligible for that semester and our funding. Again, book grants can range from $100 to $300 per academic semester. When using the book grant, please keep the following in mind. Any student who drops courses before the class start date and receives and uses this EOPS book grant for their classes that are dropped will be dismissed from the program, no exceptions. Book grants can be used to purchase online ebooks or textbooks. Books can be purchased at the BC Bookstore website or other online retailers. Again, to maximize your grant, we recommend that you rent your textbooks first. This can be a more cost-efficient way to obtain your textbooks for your classes. In order to determine grant eligibility for the EOPS book grant, we have to determine and calculate your unmet financial need. This is done by adding your entire financial aid award package, adding any grants, scholarships, work study, and we subtract this total amount from your cost of attendance. Keep in mind the cost of attendance will vary from student to student, and again, these are simply estimates. In this scenario, the student is receiving $15,889 in total financial aid, and we subtract that from the $15,907 of the student's cost of attendance. Please keep in mind that this student had an unmet need of $218 prior to being awarded the EOPS book grant. So please make sure to exclude this. And again, in order for you to be eligible for the EOPS book grant, you have to have an unmet need at least between $100 to $300 or more to be eligible for the book grant. Reasons you would not be eligible for the book grant are as follows. You lack unmet financial need. If this is the case, we encourage you to reach out to the Office of Financial Aid and reduce work study if it is shown on your financial aid award package and it is not being used. Another reason would be because you do not have a FAFSA or California Dream Act on file with the Office of Financial Aid. You are not enrolled in spring courses. You did not schedule or complete your EOPS counseling contact, or you did not complete your previous required contacts from the prior semester. Again, keep in mind they have to be 2 to 4 weeks apart. In order to continue to be eligible for federal and state financial aid, any student must maintain satisfactory academic progress. Again, students have to maintain these 3 elements. The first is the pace. Students have to complete at least 67% of all of their attempted units. Their GPA must be at least a cumulative institutional GPA of a 2.0 or higher. And again, students need to complete their educational program within 150% of the standard time frame that it takes to complete a program at Bakersfield College. This maximum time frame is equivalent to 90-degree attempted units. If you feel you are eligible for financial aid and are not receiving it, you can submit an appeal to the Office of Financial Aid for further review. We encourage students to make this a common practice by checking their financial aid on their Inside BC. This is a good way to check your financial aid award package and check to see if you do or do not have any required documentation you need to submit to the Office of Financial Aid called a verification. Again, please make this a common practice to check your financial aid on your Inside BC. Students can be placed on a 1-semester EOPS program warning if they do not follow the Mutual Responsibility Contract Agreement. This can happen because of insufficient required contacts per semester, having excessive no-shows or rescheduled appointments, being in non-compliance with your probation requirements, missing progress reports, lacking academic progress, not participating or communicating with our program, or simply not following through with your counselor's recommendations. This non-compliance can result in no priority registration and no book services. The EOPS leave of absence is program specific only to EOPS. This leave of absence gives you the opportunity to excuse your second and or third EOPS counseling contacts. We do understand that emergencies can happen and do require you to drop or withdraw from classes. Again, you can request this before the end of the semester. You do have to complete your first EOPS counseling contact and have a comprehensive student education plan on file. It is also the student's responsibility to attend the first week of classes, and it is also their responsibility to drop the classes either without receiving a W or before the W deadline. Students do need to complete and schedule a leave of absence appointment and form. The form is displayed on the screen. You do need to bring a written statement in great detail explaining why you are requesting the leave of absence, and if possible, provide documentation to accompany this form. EOPS eligibility limitations. You are no longer eligible for EOPS once you reach 70-degree applicable units. This includes transfer units as well. Once you reach 70-degree applicable units, an approved EOPS appeal is required for high unit majors. Examples of high unit majors include biology, registered nursing, LVN, radiologic technology, and engineering. For those in the nursing, LVN, or RadTech majors, you must provide an acceptance letter to that program. Please schedule an appointment to review your eligibility after you earn 50 units. The director and or program manager will determine the length of an appeal extension, if granted. Students must follow the BC Student Code of Conduct, no exceptions. Please be respectful to staff, counselors, peer mentors, student assistants, and of course other students. Your concerns are important and will be addressed accordingly. Not following through with the student code of conduct can lead to dismissal of the EOPS program. If you are receiving cash aid through the Department of Human Services, you may potentially be eligible for CARE and/or CalWorks. Please reach out to our office and request the CARE and CalWorks certification to complete and submit. We have an EOPS Care and Next Up Canvas community where you will receive an invitation to a platform exclusively for our students. Again, this is not a course, but more of a communication platform to help you receive information, updates, deadlines about our program workshops and events, and also to get more information about different campus events and resources at Bakersfield College. One of our EOPS counselors, Manuel Rosas, will be teaching a Student Development B6 Tools for College Success course that is exclusively open to only EOPS students. This is a 3-unit course that will satisfy certain general education requirements. Again, this course is offered Mondays 11:10 a.m. through 12:35 p.m. Information for the course is displayed on the screen. If you are interested in enrolling in this course, please contact our EOPS program by emailing us at eops@bakersfieldcollege.edu, and please make sure to specifically add you are interested in the EOPS Student Development B6 course. Contact Requirement Review. Your responsibilities as an EOPS student for spring 2022 are as follows. You as an EOPS student must complete your first, second, and third EOPS counseling contact to remain in good standing with the program. Each contact will be 30 minutes long. If you complete a group contact with other students, the appointment can be up to 1 hour long. The first and second contacts must be completed by an EOPS counselor. The third contact can be completed by either a counselor, educational advisor, or peer mentor. Remember, these contacts must be 4 weeks apart. If you are on academic probation, your first EOPS contact will cover your first EOPS contact and your academic probation status. When scheduling appointments, please make sure to either email us, call us, or visit our virtual lobby. Be prepared to provide the following information: your student full name, your BCID number, the contact phone number to reach you at, and the days and times you are available for an appointment. If you leave us a voicemail or email, we will be checking those daily during regular business hours. Our contact information are as follows. Our phone number is 661-395-4351. Our email is eops@bakersfieldcollege.edu. And our Zoom virtual lobby is displayed on the screen. Our EOPS Spring 2022 virtual lobby hours are Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Fridays, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Here you will be able to get live one-on-one help, either to schedule an appointment, cancel an appointment, or simply ask questions you may have. Please stay connected with us. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. We also included a QR code that you can scan with your phone to add us. Also, you can find us on the Bakersfield College website under Home, Student Services, and EOPS. If you have any questions, please use the contact information that was provided to you earlier. Feel free to leave us a voicemail, email us, or join us virtually for live one-on-one help. And thank you for completing and participating in this mid-meeting orientation. There is a mid-meeting orientation quiz following the end of this presentation. Please make sure to complete that. Your spring 2022 contacts will begin January 18th. Please schedule your contact today and reach out to us with any questions, comments, or concerns. Thank you, and we hope you have a wonderful and successful semester this spring semester. Thank you.